Hi, this is Andy. If someone had said to you as you were celebrating the new year that in just a few weeks' time there would be queues outside the shops, there would be empty shelves in those shops, that the streets would be deserted, holidays would be cancelled, field hospitals would be set up, the list goes on, what would you have thought? Would you have believed them? Well, we have learnt through this situation that life changes. The uncertainty of life is with us. Now, we know that from other experiences. We can just receive a phone call, we can hear of a friend going for a routine checkup and suddenly they've got a huge problem. We can pick up on these things, but I think our society, or perhaps even globally, we have picked up on this issue of the uncertainty of life. We are not in complete control of everything. And it's often at this time that we start to think through the big issues of life. And I believe that God sometimes brings us to this place so that we might look to Him and that we might reconnect with Him and that we might find that certainty of a relationship with Him in uncertain times. We have an example of this in the Bible. Just one example is a man called Jacob. He was a bit of a wheeler dealer. He knew how to bend the rules to get his own way. In fact, he did some very unscrupulous things. And we come across him in this situation where he's cheated his employer, he's running away from him. He's going back and he hears that his brother's coming out to meet him. Now, he's cheated his brother in the past and he's got concerns. In fact, he fears for his life. And on this one particular night before he's going to face his brother, he turns to God and he asks God to bless him in this time of need. And you might ask the question, why would God want to help someone like that? With all his baggage in life, all his unscrupulous ways, why would God want to do something for him? But we discover there that God does. God meets him in his time of need. And God answers his prayer. And God does bless him. In fact, more than Jacob could ever realize or imagine. And it's a tremendous reminder to us that in our time of need, it's a good thing. And it may be our opportunity to turn to God and to ask him for his help in our time of need and to find that blessing that he loves to give to those who come to him. And we can know the God of certainty, the God who never changes, being with us through difficult and changing circumstances. And again, God provides forgiveness for the wrong that we have, for the baggage that we carry, for the things that we would not rather be out there. God provides for that. And God blesses people through Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ going to that cross, dying in our place, so that we could know the certainty of God in our situation, so that we could know God's blessing despite the baggage that we've carried with us through life. And it's a lovely thing to know that Jesus Christ came into the world specifically to reconnect us with God, to provide forgiveness of our wrong, so that we could know the God who never changes, being with us through every changing circumstance in life. Could I encourage you perhaps to pick up a Bible or to pray and ask God to show you himself and how you can find a relationship with him. Thank you for listening.